A global delight, mooncakes, deeply tied to the Mid-Autumn Festival, represent more than just a pastry. They embody a rich cultural heritage that transcends borders. Originating in East Asia, these delicacies have become a global symbol of family unity, togetherness, and the celebration of tradition. In recent years, their appeal has extended far beyond their origins, captivating food enthusiasts across continents. In the United States, the growing appreciation for mooncakes has spurred incredible demand, prompting manufacturers to adopt industrial-level production techniques. Despite scaling up, factories have succeeded in retaining the artisanal quality of these traditional treats by integrating heritage-inspired practices with state-of-the-art food processing technology. The result is a harmonious blend of authenticity and innovation, allowing millions to experience the joy of mooncakes during festive seasons. The journey of a mooncake begins with carefully chosen ingredients that define its taste and texture. Factories in the U.S. prioritize sourcing premium components such as lotus seeds, red beans, and salted egg yolks from trusted suppliers. Each ingredient undergoes rigorous quality checks to meet the standards of traditional recipes. Crafting the perfect mooncake dough is an art that requires precision and consistency. Factories utilize advanced industrial mixers capable of processing thousands of pounds of dough in a single batch. These machines are calibrated to achieve the ideal texture, smooth, elastic, and pliable. The dough must be firm enough to encase the filling, yet soft enough to retain a melt-in-your-mouth consistency after baking. Temperature-controlled environments ensure the dough doesn't become sticky or brittle, maintaining its quality throughout production. By replicating the techniques of hand kneading on a massive scale, factories uphold the traditional standards that define mooncakes. The heart of a mooncake lies in its filling, where tradition and modernity converge. Factories process fillings like lotus seed paste and red bean paste in large vats to ensure uniform texture and flavor. The introduction of cutting-edge blending technology enables consistency across batches, preserving the richness that mooncakes are celebrated for. Alongside traditional options, modern innovations such as salted caramel, matcha, and taro fillings have emerged, appealing to contemporary tastes. Quality control measures at every stage ensure the fillings meet the rigorous standards of smoothness and taste, offering consumers a wide variety without compromising on authenticity. Once the dough and fillings are ready, they are portioned with precision to ensure every mooncake is uniform in size and weight. Advanced portioning machines divide the components into exact measurements, maintaining consistency across thousands of mooncakes. This step is vital for achieving the perfect balance of crust and filling, as even minor deviations could impact the mooncake's taste and aesthetic. By automating this process, factories can produce mooncakes at an impressive speed without sacrificing the quality that customers expect. Mooncakes are as much about their appearance as their flavor. Factories use hydraulic molds to imprint intricate patterns onto each mooncake. These designs, often featuring symbols of prosperity, harmony, and tradition, connect the product to its cultural roots. Modern molds can also be customized to include branding or personalized motifs for special occasions. The molding process is executed with care to ensure the mooncakes retain their shape and structural integrity while highlighting the fine details that make each piece a work of art. The production line exemplifies the synergy between human expertise and advanced machinery. Automated systems handle repetitive tasks like rolling dough and filling molds, while skilled workers oversee intricate aspects, such as sealing the mooncakes or inspecting for quality. This collaborative approach allows factories to combine the efficiency of automation with the craftsmanship that mooncakes demand. Quality control experts play a critical role, ensuring each mooncake adheres to strict standards of appearance, texture, and taste. Baking is a pivotal step in mooncake production, where precise timing and temperature are key to achieving perfection. Industrial ovens equipped with sophisticated heat distribution systems bake thousands of mooncakes simultaneously while ensuring even browning. The crust must turn a golden hue while the fillings remain rich and moist. Careful calibration prevents overbaking or undercooking, preserving the delicate balance of flavors and textures that define a high-quality mooncake. The enticing aroma wafting from the ovens is a testament to the care and precision involved in this process. Freshly baked mooncakes are delicate and require gradual cooling to retain their shape and texture. Factories employ cooling tunnels with controlled air circulation to bring the mooncakes to the ideal temperature. This prevents moisture buildup, ensuring the crust remains firm while the fillings retain their creamy consistency. The cooling process also prepares the mooncakes for the next stages, such as packaging, without compromising their quality or freshness. Packaging serves both functional and aesthetic purposes in mooncake production. Factories use automated sealing machines to individually wrap mooncakes, preserving their freshness and extending shelf life. The mooncakes are then placed in ornate boxes adorned with vibrant designs that celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. These boxes often feature artistic motifs, making them suitable for gifting. In response to consumer demand for sustainability, the Mid-Autumn Festival's popularity means factories must meet surging demand within a limited time frame. Specialized logistics networks ensure that mooncakes are transported safely across the nation, maintaining their quality during transit. From refrigerated containers to dedicated delivery systems, every step is designed to protect these delicate treats. By streamlining their supply chains, factories can ensure timely delivery to supermarkets, specialty stores, and individual customers, making mooncakes accessible to all during the festive season. Customization has become a cornerstone of mooncake production, with factories offering tailored options for businesses and individuals alike. Corporate clients can order mooncakes with branded designs, making them ideal promotional gifts. For personal celebrations, customers can request unique fillings or personalized messages on the mooncakes. This flexibility not only enhances the appeal of mooncakes, but also integrates them into modern cultural practices, ensuring their continued relevance. While traditional mooncake flavors remain beloved, modern variations are capturing the imagination of younger consumers. Factories have introduced innovative options like salted caramel, durian, and chocolate to cater to evolving tastes. These flavors, while unconventional, are developed with the same commitment to quality, ensuring they complement the mooncake's rich heritage. By embracing innovation, factories strike a balance between honoring tradition and appealing to a new generation of enthusiasts. Sustainability is becoming a priority in mooncake production. Factories are adopting eco-friendly practices, such as using biodegradable packaging materials and implementing energy-efficient machinery. Efforts to reduce food waste during production and transitioning to renewable energy sources like solar power are also gaining momentum. These initiatives align with global environmental goals, ensuring that mooncake production remains environmentally responsible without compromising quality. Mooncakes have transcended their role as a festive treat to become a symbol of cultural exchange and community. In the US, they are now a staple in diverse settings, from Chinatown bakeries to gourmet food stores. For many, enjoying a mooncake is a way to reconnect with their roots or explore a new culture. Their growing popularity reflects their unique ability to bridge cultural divides, celebrating the shared values of family, tradition, and culinary artistry.
Beyond its sweetness, honey offers health benefits, including antioxidant, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory properties. But have you ever wondered how this natural elixir is produced on a large scale? Today, we'll explore the fascinating journey of honey from bee to bottle, delving into the intricate processes that make bulk honey production possible. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We've got more fascinating content like this coming your way. And if you love learning about how your favorite products are made, give this video a thumbs up. The journey of honey production begins with the hive, a bustling community of bees working in perfect harmony. Each hive is a marvel of natural engineering, with its wax cells meticulously crafted in a hexagonal shape. This design isn't just visually appealing, it's also incredibly efficient, providing maximum storage capacity with minimal material. Within these wax cells, bee eggs hatch into larvae or grubs. Over the course of their development, these grubs are cared for by worker bees, which feed them a steady diet of royal jelly or a mixture of pollen and nectar, depending on their role within the colony. This nurturing environment ensures a healthy new generation of bees ready to contribute to the hive's productivity. The hive operates as a well-oiled machine, with each bee playing a specific role, from cleaning and defending the hive to foraging for nectar. This division of labor is crucial for the success of honey production. Once a new generation of bees matures, the worker bees take on their most critical task: nectar collection. Armed with an acute sense of smell and remarkable navigation skills, these bees set out to find the best flowering plants. They fly from one flower to another, using their long, tube-like tongues to extract nectar. What's fascinating here is the dual functionality of the honey stomach. Unlike the bee's regular stomach used for digestion, the honey stomach is solely for nectar storage. As the worker bees collect nectar, they mix it with enzymes in their honey stomach. This initiates the transformation of nectar into honey, breaking down complex sugars into simpler ones. On their return to the hive, these worker bees engage in trophallaxis, a process where they regurgitate the nectar and pass it to house bees. This step not only helps with further processing, but also contributes to the unique flavor of the honey, as the bees' enzymes continue to work their magic. Once the honeycombs are filled with honey, it's time for beekeepers to step in. Harvesting honey is a delicate operation that requires careful preparation. Beekeepers don protective gear that includes a full-body bee suit, gloves, and a helmet with a veil. This ensures their safety, as bees can become defensive when their hive is disturbed. One of the most effective tools in a beekeeper's arsenal is the smoker. The smoker produces a steady stream of cool smoke, which has a calming effect on the bees. When exposed to smoke, bees instinctively begin consuming honey, preparing to abandon the hive in case of fire. This makes them less aggressive, allowing the beekeeper to work safely and efficiently. Beekeepers must also ensure that their tools are clean and sterilized to prevent contamination, maintaining the purity of the honey. The next step in the honey production process involves separating the honey-filled frames from the hive. Each hive consists of multiple frames, rectangular wooden structures that hold honeycombs. Beekeepers carefully remove these frames one by one, using hive tools to pry them loose. To minimize disruption, soft bee brushes are used to gently sweep the bees off the frames. This is done with precision to ensure that the bees are unharmed and can continue their work once the frames are returned. The extracted frames are then placed in hive boxes, which are neatly arranged to prevent any damage during transport. These boxes, now heavy with honey, are securely closed and loaded onto trucks, ready for their journey to the processing facility. Transporting honey-filled frames to the factory is a crucial step that ensures the integrity of the honey. During transport, the boxes are kept at optimal conditions to prevent spoilage. The journey to the factory is typically short, as time is of the essence to maintain the honey's freshness and quality. Once the frames arrive at the processing facility, they are carefully unloaded and inspected. Factory workers check for any signs of damage or contamination before the frames are sent to the decapping stage. This preliminary inspection is vital to ensure that only the best quality honey moves forward in the production process. In the factory, the first major step is decapping, which involves removing the thin wax layer that seals the honey within the combs. This wax, known as cappings, serves as a protective barrier, keeping the honey fresh and free from contaminants. Decapping machines are equipped with sharp rotating blades or heated knives that delicately slice through the wax on both sides of the frames. This process is done with precision to avoid damaging the honeycombs. The removed wax is collected and often repurposed for products like candles and cosmetics. With the cappings removed, the honey within the combs is exposed, ready for the next stage of extraction. The decapped frames are loaded into centrifuges, also known as honey extractors. These drum-like machines use centrifugal force to spin the honeycombs at high speeds, forcing the honey out of the cells. The honey collects on the walls of the extractor and gradually flows down to the bottom, where it is collected. This method is not only efficient, but also gentle on the combs, allowing them to be reused by beekeepers. The extracted honey at this stage is raw and unfiltered, containing bits of wax, pollen, and other impurities. However, it already exhibits the rich golden hue and distinct aroma that honey lovers cherish. To achieve the crystal clear honey you see on store shelves, the raw honey undergoes a thorough filtration process. It is passed through a series of fine sieves and mesh filters that remove any remaining impurities, including wax bits, pollen, and bee parts. Some factories employ advanced filtration systems that use pressure and mild heat to enhance the process. This ensures that the honey meets stringent quality standards while preserving its natural enzymes and nutrients. Filtered honey is now ready for bulk storage, a critical step in maintaining its quality before packaging. Filtered honey is transferred to large stainless steel tanks designed for food-grade storage. These tanks are equipped with temperature control systems that maintain the honey at an optimal temperature of around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius. Temperature control is essential to prevent crystallization and maintain the honey's fluid consistency, making it easier to handle during packaging. The tanks are sealed to prevent contamination, and routine quality checks are conducted to ensure the honey remains pure and flavorful. These storage systems can hold thousands of gallons of honey, ready to be distributed for various packaging formats. The next stage is packaging, where automation takes center stage. Honey is pumped from the storage tanks into automated filling machines. These machines are programmed to fill jars with precise amounts of honey, ensuring consistency in weight and volume. Jars are placed on conveyor belts, moving in perfect synchronization under the filling nozzles. Each jar is filled quickly and efficiently, minimizing waste. This automation not only speeds up production, but also maintains the highest hygiene standards, as human contact is kept to a minimum. Once filled, the jars move to the sealing station. Here, automated arms place lids on each jar and screw them tightly, creating an airtight seal. This ensures the honey remains fresh and prevents any leakage during transport. The sealed jars then pass through the labeling station, where they receive their branded labels. These labels provide crucial information, including product name, nutritional facts, and batch numbers. High-speed applicators ensure that every jar is labeled accurately and consistently, ready to hit store shelves. In addition to traditional jars, some factories produce honey spoons, pre-measured portions of honey molded into spoon shapes and individually wrapped. These are perfect for consumers who want a quick, mess-free way to enjoy honey. The process involves pouring honey into spoon-shaped molds, followed by cooling to solidify the shape. Once cooled, the honey spoons are sealed in individual wrappers, maintaining their freshness and providing a convenient option for on-the-go use. With all products prepared, it's time for bulk packaging. Jars and honey spoons are carefully packed into sturdy cartons, designed to protect the contents during transportation. These cartons are labeled with shipping information and batch numbers for traceability. Before leaving the factory, each package undergoes a final inspection to ensure it meets quality standards. Once approved, the cartons are loaded onto trucks, ready for distribution to retailers and supermarkets worldwide. Modern honey production emphasizes quality assurance and traceability. Factories conduct rigorous testing at every stage, from raw honey inspection to final packaging. These tests measure moisture content, purity, and taste consistency, ensuring the honey meets regulatory and consumer standards. Traceability systems allow each jar of honey to be tracked back to its hive of origin. This transparency builds trust with consumers, guaranteeing that the honey is ethically sourced and of the highest quality.
Sausages have been a beloved staple in American kitchens for decades, from weekend brunches to backyard grill-outs. But have you ever wondered how they transform from raw cuts of meat to the delicious sausages we all know and love? Let's take a deep dive into the fascinating process of how sausages are made in those mega factories across the U.S. It's more complex and high-tech than you might think, involving everything from selecting the right cuts of meat to grinding, stuffing, cooking, and finally packaging. So, grab a seat and let's explore how your favorite sausages make it to your dinner plate. The journey of every sausage starts with one of the most crucial steps, selecting the right meat. In the U.S., sausage-making factories typically source their meat from top-grade suppliers who work under strict USDA regulations to ensure quality and safety. Whether it's pork, beef, chicken, or a blend of these, the meat chosen for sausage production needs to be fresh and free from any imperfections. Once the meat arrives at the factory, it goes through a rigorous inspection process to ensure that it meets all the required standards. Any excess fat, cartilage, or undesirable parts are carefully removed during the trimming phase. Skilled workers and machines collaborate to prepare the meat, ensuring only the best cuts make it through to the next stage. This is where the foundation of every sausage begins, and starting with high-quality meat is essential to achieving the perfect final product. The beauty of sausage making lies in its versatility. Factories can create a variety of sausages depending on the type of meat used. Pork sausages are among the most popular in the U.S., but you'll also find beef sausages, chicken sausages, and even plant-based options for the health-conscious crowd. After the meat is prepared and trimmed to perfection, the next step is grinding. In a typical American kitchen, you might be familiar with grinding meat using a hand grinder, but in sausage factories, it's a whole different ballgame. Large industrial-sized grinders take over this process, ensuring the meat is broken down to just the right texture. Depending on the type of sausage, the meat can be ground to various consistencies. For sausages like bratwursts, a coarser grind might be used to give it that hearty texture, whereas for smoother sausages, a finer grind might be preferred. These machines operate with incredible precision, allowing the factory to maintain consistency across thousands of sausages every day. During this step, the meat is passed through the grinder's blades multiple times. This process ensures that any remaining fat is evenly distributed, giving the sausage that perfect balance between lean meat and fat content. After all, it's that juicy, succulent bite that makes sausages so irresistible, right? Now that the meat has been ground, it's time to give it that signature flavor we all know and love. This step involves mixing the ground meat with a carefully curated blend of spices and seasonings. Factories have their own secret recipes that often vary by region or even brand. In the southern states, you might find sausages packed with bold, spicy flavors, while in the Midwest, milder options may be more popular. For most sausages, a base of salt and pepper is essential, but this is just the beginning. Factories also mix in spices like garlic, paprika, fennel, sage, and even red pepper flakes, depending on the variety. Whether it's a sweet Italian sausage or a fiery chorizo, the blend of seasonings is key to defining the taste. In large industrial mixers, the meat and spices are combined until everything is thoroughly mixed. These mixers ensure that every bite of sausage has an even flavor profile. Imagine trying to mix this by hand. It'd be impossible on such a large scale. The technology used here ensures that the seasoning is distributed evenly across thousands of sausages at a time. Once the meat has been perfectly seasoned, it's time for one of the most iconic steps in sausage making, stuffing the casings. If you've ever made sausage at home, you know how tedious this step can be. But in a factory, high-tech machinery makes this process look effortless. The casings used in sausage making are usually either natural, often made from animal intestines, or synthetic, depending on the type of sausage. Natural casings are popular in many traditional sausages, as they give that classic snap when you bite into them. However, some brands opt for synthetic casings for consistency and durability, especially when producing sausages at a massive scale. The machines responsible for stuffing operate with incredible precision, pumping the meat mixture into the casings at a consistent rate. It's amazing to see these machines work, stuffing hundreds of sausages in mere minutes. These casings not only hold the shape of the sausage, but also help retain moisture during cooking. Once the sausages are stuffed, it's time to cook or smoke them, depending on the variety. Cooking methods vary from factory to factory, but most sausages will either be pre-cooked for items like breakfast links or smoked for sausages like kielbasa or bratwurst. This is where the flavors of the meat and seasoning really come to life. In factories, large smoking chambers can handle thousands of sausages at once. These chambers are equipped with advanced temperature control systems to ensure every sausage is cooked evenly. Smoking adds a rich, smoky flavor to the sausages, which many Americans love. This is especially true for regions like Texas or the Carolinas, where BBQ and smoked meats are a big part of the local food culture. For pre-cooked sausages, the process might involve boiling or steaming. These sausages are often fully cooked in the factory and simply require reheating by the consumer at home. Whichever method is used, the key here is precision. Each sausage must reach a specific internal temperature to ensure food safety while retaining juiciness. After the sausages have been cooked or smoked, they undergo a rigorous quality control process. Factories producing food in the U.S. must adhere to strict standards set by organizations like the USDA and FDA. This means every sausage is inspected to ensure it meets the necessary criteria for safety, taste, and consistency. Machines are often used to weigh the sausages, ensuring that each one falls within a specific weight range. Additionally, spot checks are done to test the flavor, texture, and overall appearance of the sausage. Some factories even employ sensory experts whose job is to taste test random samples to ensure the product is up to standard. Of course, hygiene and safety protocols are also a huge part of this process. Factories are kept meticulously clean, with workers following strict hygiene rules to prevent contamination. It's this attention to detail that helps maintain the high-quality standards American consumers expect from their favorite sausages. Once the sausages pass quality control, it's time to package them for distribution. In modern factories, this process is almost entirely automated. Machines wrap the sausages in airtight packaging to ensure they stay fresh during transportation and while on store shelves. Most packaging is vacuum sealed, removing any excess air to prevent spoilage. In addition to sealing and freshness, the packaging is designed to be eye-catching and informative. Labels include nutritional information, ingredients, and best buy dates, all of which are carefully printed and attached by machines. Packaging is crucial, especially in the competitive American market, where consumers have a wide variety of sausage brands and types to choose from. The goal is not only to preserve the product, but also to make it stand out on the grocery store shelf. Once the sausages are packaged, they are stored in cold storage facilities until it's time to distribute them to stores. Factories rely on advanced logistics systems to ensure that their products are delivered to retailers across the country quickly and efficiently. Large refrigerated trucks are used to transport the sausages, keeping them at a consistent, safe temperature throughout the journey. Whether these sausages are heading to your local grocery store, a big box retailer, or a restaurant supplier, the focus is on maintaining the quality of the product from the factory to the store. At this point, the sausages have made their way from the factory floor to your local grocery store, ready to be cooked and enjoyed. Whether you're firing up the grill for a summer BBQ, making a hearty breakfast with sausage links, or adding them to a spicy gumbo, sausages are a versatile and delicious addition to any meal. Many Americans have their favorite ways to enjoy sausages. Some prefer them grilled and smothered in mustard at a tailgate, while others might enjoy them as a comforting addition to pasta or stew. No matter how you like them, knowing the intricate process behind how they're made can give you a deeper appreciation for the time, effort, and technology involved in every bite. Bananas. We all love them, but have you ever wondered how they go from the farm to your fruit basket? Stick around, because we're about to peel back the secrets of large-scale banana farming in the United States. It's a lot of fun, and you won't believe the process behind this top-selling fruit. Let's get growing. Before we get started, be sure to press that subscribe button and touch the bell so you never miss our deep dives into the fascinating world of food production. Trust me, you'll want to stay around for this. Banana cultivation begins long before the first banana grows. It all starts with choosing the ideal planting material. Bananas, unlike many other crops, do not grow from seed. Instead, producers employ immature banana plants known as suckers or shoots, which grow from the mother plant's root. These suckers are critical to banana proliferation and must be carefully chosen for their vigor, health, and disease resistance. Before transplanting these plants into the field, farmers thoroughly inspect them for symptoms of disease such as banana wilt, fusarium, or worms. Ensuring that only the healthiest and strongest plants are selected is critical to creating a profitable and plentiful crop, as a single sick sucker can threaten a whole row of plants. Bananas grow in warm, tropical regions with well-drained soil. Thus, Hawaii and southern Florida are suitable locations for banana production. After selecting the appropriate planting material, the preparation of the land begins. Before planting can begin, the soil must be fully prepped, which is no easy task, particularly on large-scale banana plantations spanning hundreds or even thousands of acres. In large-scale operations, land preparation entails plowing the fields to loosen the soil and promote drainage and aeration. Farmers can replenish the soil with organic materials such as compost or manure, ensuring that it has the nutrients required for banana development. This step is critical because bananas are heavy eaters and need a nutrient-rich environment to grow. In areas with unpredictable rainfall, irrigation systems are implemented during the land preparation stage. Irrigation systems assist to keep soil moisture levels constant, which is critical for banana plant health. On bigger farms, modern irrigation techniques such as drip or sprinkler systems are utilized to guarantee that water reaches the plant roots while preventing soil erosion or water waste. Soil conditioning, such as adding lime to regulate pH levels, may also be used to guarantee that bananas grow in the best conditions. Once the soil has been prepared, it is time to plant the suckers. Planting on a big scale requires a combination of mechanical techniques and manual effort to ensure that suckers are planted at the proper depth and spacing to optimize growth potential. The depth at which the suckers are planted is crucial for ensuring that the roots have efficient access to water and nutrients. Suckers are often planted 6 to 8 feet apart to provide the plants enough room to grow without competing for sunshine, water, or nutrients. Spacing is also important for ensuring that each banana plant has adequate area to build a strong root system, which will support the big bunches of bananas that will eventually mature. Proper row spacing of 10 to 12 feet between plants allows for easy mobility of people and machines, which is necessary for weed control, fertilizer, and harvesting. With hundreds of banana plants on each acre of land, it's critical to maximize space while ensuring each plant has the best growth circumstances possible. Water is a vital component in banana growing. Bananas are tropical plants that require regular moisture to thrive, and managing water resources correctly is one of the most difficult parts of large-scale banana production. Too much water can cause root rot, while little water can inhibit development or provide low harvests. To overcome this, big banana farms utilize complex irrigation systems, such as drip and sprinkler systems, to guarantee that the plants receive the proper quantity of water. Drip irrigation is particularly popular since it provides water straight to the roots, reducing evaporation and conserving water. This approach is also used to avoid excessive watering, which can cause soil erosion and nutrient loss. In dry places, farmers may collect rainfall or use reservoirs to guarantee that water supplies are consistent throughout the growing season. Water management is especially crucial throughout the blooming and fruit development stages, since inadequate water might result in smaller or lower quality bananas. Bananas are considered to be heavy feeders, which means they require a lot of nutrients, especially potassium, to develop effectively. Banana plants cannot produce large, healthy bunches of fruit unless their nutritional levels are balanced. Fertilizer is frequently applied on big farms using a process known as fertigation, which involves mixing nutrients with irrigation water and delivering them directly to the plant roots. This mechanism guarantees that plants have a consistent supply of nutrients throughout their development cycle. Farmers utilize a combination of organic and chemical fertilizers to provide a balanced nutritional profile that promotes healthy plant development while remaining ecologically friendly. Organic fertilizers, such as compost, promote long-term soil fertility, whereas chemical fertilizers provide a fast boost of critical minerals like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The careful control of nutrients guarantees that banana trees can produce fruit throughout numerous seasons. Weed control is a crucial challenge on banana plantations, as weeds compete with banana plants for sunshine, nutrients, and water. Weed management on big banana plantations is frequently done using a mix of mulching and selective herbicide application. Organic mulches, such as dried banana leaves or straw, are often used to control weed development while retaining moisture around the plant's base. This strategy not only prevents weeds from taking over, but it also helps to control soil temperature and moisture. In certain circumstances, herbicides are employed to control invasive plant species without harming banana plants. However, effort is taken to limit environmental effect and avoid disrupting surrounding ecosystems. On organic banana plantations, mechanical weeding or natural measures such as cover crops may be utilized to control weed development. Banana plants grow quickly and need to be pruned on a regular basis to provide good fruit. Pruning entails removing dead or dying leaves that may house pests or illnesses, as well as thinning out extra suckers. Banana trees normally generate numerous suckers, but too many can cause overcrowding and diminished fruit size. Farmers can concentrate the plant's energy into fruit production rather than needless development by eliminating extra suckers. Regular trimming also improves airflow around the plants, which reduces the danger of fungal illness. On big farms, professional personnel or machinery are utilized to effectively prune plants, ensuring that each one is adequately maintained. This role is especially vital during the blooming and fruit development periods, when the plant must concentrate its energy on generating bananas. Banana plants are susceptible to a wide range of pests and diseases, including nematodes, banana weevils, and the deadly Panama disease. To control these problems, large banana plantations rely heavily on integrated pest management, IPM strategies. IPM uses a combination of biological, chemical, and cultural management strategies to keep pest populations under control while reducing the usage of hazardous pesticides. Natural predators, such as parasitic wasps, are utilized to control insect pests, while crop rotation and soil management practices